Hello, it's Doug Jackson with Storm Creek again, and Jackie Jackson's going to kind of talk to you today about soft shells. And I believe Storm Creek was the first company to come out with a soft shell. We brought in our first soft shell, the 4200, back in 2007. And I remember I was a big ski nut, and we were like so excited because everyone loved fleece. Fleece was such a great something that's so great at drying quick and keeps you warm, but fleece always let the wind through. So then they came up with a way to bond fleece, and it was always like stiff and not comfortable. But then they came up with a way to do a 3-layer and make it waterproof or windproof and stretch and have all these things. So all of our ski wear and jackets that we wore were really stiff. Now they figured out how to make it stretch and work. And so I'm going to talk to you today about soft shells and what they're all about. We all know of them nowadays because they've kind of become a commodity, but there's a lot to a soft shell. And yeah, so I'm going to just talk to you about that today. So basically there's 3 parts to a soft shell. There's the outer part. The outer part is the technical version. They're always a woven fabric, okay? It's a woven fabric that stretches. 20 years ago, we couldn't do wovens with stretch. It wasn't, they didn't have that technology. Now they have spandex, they have mechanical stretch, they have all these different ways of making a garment stretch. We always put spandex in all of ours. And what the spandex does, it makes the fabric tighter, which makes it more durable, more water resistant and all that, but it also makes it a lot stronger. But it allows it to stretch a lot. Spandex, we all know, is stretch. Well, and what there is, I don't know if you can notice this, but in here there is we call it, this is our velvet lined version, but so you have the outer fabric, then you have the inner fabric, and generally the inner fabric is a fleece or a tricot, or here ours is velvet, and I'll explain what's so exciting about this velvet. But in between those 2 layers, there is a 3rd layer. Not everyone is doing them as true 3 layers, but in between those, there's a layer of, it's a membrane, where the 2 layers are glued together. And those 2 layers, we always do it at Storm Creek with a waterproof breathable membrane. This particular piece has a 10,000 waterproof, 3,000 breathable membrane. But this is a great piece. Men's and ladies. We always try to make the ladies a little more feminine, so there's men's and ladies version. We also do it with a solid. So instead of the 2 color, we do solid. And then from there we go to our basic. We have a basic one. Instead of 14% spandex, we have 6% spandex. Instead of 10,000 waterproof, 3,000 breathable, we're 8,000, 1,000. Still a 3-layer. Instead of the velvet, we actually call the love fleece, it is a micro fleece. So the micro fleece is going to have a little more constriction, but it's a cheaper way to do it, and it still does the job. But this one here, when you put it on, you're gonna kind of find your comfort, and away you go. This thing has amazing stretch. The girls, I actually think the woman's piece is so cute how we put the V on it. We also do it in a soft shell vest. This is the men's that I'm wearing. This is the ladies. We also do a insulated version, and again, you start with the outer fabric. So that outer fabric can kind of be whatever fabric you want as long as it has stretch, is kind of the concept behind it. We did a texturized ripstop. And I don't know if you can really see that, zooming in here, but so basically the ripstop is coming out of the fabric. So it's, there's some really cool fabric here, and it's heavy duty. When you think of Carhartt, you think of that cotton duck and the workwear. When people touch this, it's kind of that same feeling. Just a real heavy duty, durable fabric. And it's actually made with a soft shell technology. So it's 3 layers, and this is bonded to a tricot, but then, because we want to keep people in Minnesota warm, is we put a nice insulation in there. So now you just got a heavy duty jacket. This thing weighs so much, but it's super warm. And again, a version with 2 color. This is the ladies version in just black, solid black. So so we offer 3 different soft shells. There's the basic thing again is just the outer layer, how it's those two fabrics are glued together and how the inner layer is done. And you know, the spandex is kind of, to me, it's incredibly key because you want that stretch. So many soft shells nowadays do not stretch. It's a great jacket. It is a very versatile jacket.